Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we use Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and a brand new feature is found to Black Ops 3 today called Groups. And I want to take the time to explain to you guys exactly what groups are and how they work here in this video. So when you sign up to Black Ops 3 today, you may have actually seen this tooltip pop up which says Party Up Double XP, which essentially means if you're playing in a party of at least one other person this week, running all the way up until Friday the 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific, you and everyone else in your party are going to be getting double XP in multiplayer as well as zombie modes, which is awesome. But what about those people who don't actually have a group of people that they typically play with? What if there was a feature to make it so it was easier for these guys to find a group of people to play with while playing Black Ops 3? That is exactly where the groups system comes into play. So here we are at the multiplayer menu. Now to actually access groups, you just need to go to the social option, look down there at the bottom right, it's press Y for the Xbox One, press whatever button is for your particular platform, and by default you're going to have a brand new tab called Groups, and you're actually going to have a couple of options. Now you're going to have find/create at the very beginning. You may also actually have some invites depending on if people on your friends list want to invite you. This is pretty self-explanatory, but you know, fans have sent me invites to their group, and but I'm not going to be joining those because I have the NerosCinema group, which we're going to be talking about later on here in the video. So go over here to find/create. You can browse groups that were made by people on your friends list. You can join some popular groups and browse some of those. Now give it a second because it's very laggy today because so many people are trying to create groups and whatnot. So I have a feeling this is going to even out in the coming days. But like Blue Radiation here, for example, has 6,400 members already on it, which is insane, right? So a lot of people can join these groups. That's a very popular one. You could go down here to search. If you guys would like to actually go ahead and search for my groups, here are my groups for the Xbox One as well as the PlayStation 4. Feel free to join them. I have both of them actually set to public. Anybody can join those groups. Feel free to join them. Or alternatively, you can go ahead and go down here and create your own group if you guys would like to. I've already created NerosCinema group, so I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what groups is going to be like with the group headquarters feature here. So we have no featured content by default, but over there on the right, it says a group for fans of YouTuber NerosCinema. Join up, play together, and win together. That's exactly what the group is for. I made this group so fans could play together and win together, and of course, I'm going to be playing with you guys as well on occasion. Some of you guys may be wondering, well, Nero, you added a bunch of people to your friends list a very long time ago, and that's true. I made 2 new accounts, one for Xbox, one for PlayStation 4, and I added, until the friends list was full, everybody that sent me a friend request. And the reason why I never actually did anything with those accounts was because that system was just really not good in my opinion. Always having people spamming me with messages, always trying to join my session, always, you know, it was a very spammy, I suppose, system. Of course, I had to get on those accounts, which were essentially throwaway accounts. Like I didn't care about my stats, I didn't care about my prestige or my combat record or anything like that. Just I did have fun with those accounts, which is therefore why I stopped using those accounts. I'm not going to be using those friends list accounts, so please stop asking about them. But rather, I'm going to be using the group system here because I think it's a lot better of a system, all things considered, because I can just hop in and out whenever I want and play with people, which is the great thing about groups here in Call of Duty. So what you can do, and this is going to be basically common courtesy, don't just join people's session because nobody likes that, believe it or not. Nobody likes people just joining their session. It's awful, right? So send them a message or maybe invite them to your group and just invite a bunch of people off of the roster here from the NerosCinema group, and maybe a bunch of people will join. You guys go ahead and play together. That sounds like fun to me, right? That sounds great. Now, I know personally, whenever I'm on an Xbox, I'm always set offline so people can't see my online status because I don't want people joining my session. So if you guys do join a group like this, perhaps consider setting your group settings to invite only so people from the group don't just join your session, just to avoid that as this entire situation, because that could be a thing. Who knows? But yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty cool system because all I need to do, for example, is I hop on Black Ops 3 and let's say I want to go play some Ground War. Let's get a full party of subscribers in here to go play some Ground War. So let's say I go grab Ace. You know, I just click on him, I invite him to party. I grab Bielski here, just invite him to party. Sidekick Gaming, invite him to party. You know, I'm not actually inviting these people. I'm just showing you guys as an example. Just hop on, invite a bunch of people off the roster, and go play with whoever joins. That's a really cool system in my opinion. Now, here for the group headquarters, we actually have the leaderboard. Now, this is something you don't actually have to enable, but I chose to enable it anyway. Just to show, you know, who has the most score, who has the most time played of all the people that are going to be in our groups. I think it's kind of cool, but it's a little bit bugged right now. There's no number 1. Look at that. I can't go up. You guys hear it? You guys can hear it on the microphone? I'm pressing up. I can't go any higher. So for whatever reason, it's bugged out right now, but there is going to be a group leaderboard, which is pretty cool. We have Showcase here, which I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I have no idea what this is actually for. I assume, because it says view recent paint jobs feed or select to browse all group paint jobs. Now, it doesn't actually show anything. I don't know what this is supposed to be? If people make a brand new paint job, is it going to show up here, and then are people going to be able to vote on it and be able to, you know, have it ranked as like one of the highest, coolest looking paint jobs of the group? I don't know. I have no idea how any of this works over here, guys. So if you guys know, feel free to let us know down there in the comment section below, because right now I have no option to do anything. You know, the press A to select button's even like blurred out right now, so I can't even actually do anything. Over here, we also have admin. This is only going to be if you actually create the group, or if you are an admin for the group. This allows you to change the group type, which my groups are always public with join approval turned off, so anybody and everybody can join them. Edit group name. Why would I do that? NerosCinema. It's the perfect name, obviously. Transfer ownership. I can give ownership to somebody else if I want to, but I'm not going to do that, obviously. I can delete the group should I want to, or anything along those lines. But yeah, that's essentially the long and the short, I suppose, ladies and gentlemen, of the brand new group feature here in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I think it's a pretty cool system. It's going to allow people to try to find groups of people to play with who all have a common interest, I suppose, which is me, which sounds really, really narcissistic. I understand that, but it's kind of cool. I think it's neat. You can join these various communities, and you can join more than one. That's the thing, guys. You can join more than just one community. You can actually join multiple. Therefore, you can, you know, go through your various groups and join and play with other people. And the whole point of this is hopefully you guys find some new people to play with, and maybe you can make some new online friends, and ultimately just have more people to play with when you're playing Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is an infinitely better game if you have a very good party. You guys are just running through together, just stomping group after group after group. Everybody's getting a bunch of good kill streaks. Everybody's going, you know, super positive. It's a fun experience, right? And that's what I'm hoping the groups feature is actually going to accomplish. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Now, just to make myself perfectly clear with groups, I'm not going to be inviting people all the time, right? That's one of the things I hated about adding all these people to my friends list a while back. Again, I think it was like back in Advanced Warfare or something. I decided to add a bunch of people to my friends list and play with them on basically alternate accounts. And that was just a really bad system, because I felt like it was work to get on and play Call of Duty, because like, okay, well, I better get on my sub account because I haven't been on yet, and they're all going to be mad because I'm not on there enough, and then people are going to get mad because they're not able to join because, you know, I have 2,000 people on my friends list. And obviously the same people occasionally are going to be able to get in. There's going to be always those people that never were able to get in. It was a bad system in general. I'm very glad I stopped. I'm not going to be playing on those accounts whatsoever, but something like a group feature is a lot better. So I'm going to get on at random. I'm going to invite some people in, and it's going to be a cool feature. Am I going to be doing this every day? Of course not. Am I going to be doing it every week? Of course not. I'm just going to be doing it on occasion, but the main point of this entire group feature, at least from my perspective, is so you guys have people to play with, and you guys can form some parties and have some fun. Once again, guys, you're going to be having double XP and zombies, as well as multiplayer, running all the way up until Friday the 13th if you're playing in a party of at least one person. And if you don't have anybody to play with, join the NerosCinema group, find somebody in there. You guys can go and play, go ahead and dominate, go ahead and have some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Drop me a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.